one right now. Really controlling this edge. Nice shot from Knifer with a 2-shot. Did a lot of damage there. Want to try and secure the elim though. Player's gone up above. Can they spray him down? Dukes takes down Paper. Paper ends up getting finished by Chimp. And Knifer and D-Roll just really want to get this guy off them, because if they get zone here especially, they're going to want this high ground. They do get zone. Go up. Go up, boys. Go up. He's just built this high ground for you. And there it is. The edits come out. Knifer and D-Roller actually so lucky right now. This player has pretty much reinforced their high ground. They now get it for free. Knifer and D-Roller get 2 elims and high ground, first rotating on the opposite side of zone as well. They're pretty much one of the only teams that got this. If they had to make this far rotate, it would have been pretty brutal. Meanwhile, Spark goes down. D-Roller and Knifer making their way up. And he did get the crown. He gets the crown. Purple 2-shot over the striker. I don't know. I guess he's liking it, man. He hit pretty hard just then. He's not the only one doing it. Thomas HD has been heavily running the 2-shot. So Clicks and Dukes. Dukes got the 1 elim so far. 311 above. Let's see how they use the grapple gloves. Clicks and Dukes use the grapple gloves a lot in the opens lobbies, but haven't seen them use them too much here in finals. I don't think they've had them a single time in round 4. Getting their way in right now. Getting aggressively pushed by Threads. I have to imagine this is a surge push. I don't know what I'm looking at. The servers are looking a bit interesting right now. Decent day on that front side. 583 above. Chimp still holding on as a solo, doing really well. Knifer and D-Roller up above. Pamstu and Fatch still in this. Remember, Lighthouse split. This is a really good first zone for them. Unfortunately, though, as we see a lot happen when you get zone, struggle to find Surge. Elite and Glace on 5 elims from the mid-map. First time we've seen Elite and Glace play out of the mid-map, and it seems to be going really well for them so far. Casco and Nico go down to Vert. Chimp using the grapple glove really well. Gets it on an elevated layer, but only has 6 wood builds left. Has the medkits, has to find time to get it off, and no, Chimp is going to go down. That was at the hands of Curly. Meanwhile, Aviv takes down Threads. Elite's still going solo now. I don't know exactly when we lost Glace. Must be what we'll keep an eye on Chimp there. The solo impact points. Clicks and Dukes. Pam's still on the low ground, 0 builds. I think a lot of this was due to Surge, but oh my god. Pam's still with the beams. If Pam still had a striker then, or any shotgun, would have been fantastic. Who Fishy goes down. Kaz now going to hold on to their chance of getting big points here in game 1. Nice movement from Kaz right now. 8 builds left for Kaz. Might have to try and get inside this cone. He's got to be very careful. Day gets a kill on a Johnny. Elite still pushing through this low ground, picking up even more solo points. Finds 2 splashes for good measure. Still 13 teams, 19 players here. 52 seconds until the second last rotating zone finishes. Looks like Day's going really well in the feed from what I can see. Dukes and Clicks in that low ground look awesome. Meanwhile, Knifer and D-Roll are really high up on the high ground, and no one seems to be giving him a hard time. D-Roller and Knifer are pretty much on the moon with no connecting points. I'm not really sure why no one's focusing that. I guess just too pressured down here below. As you see Curly and Phaso jump in. 6 elims for Curly and Phaso, a team that I don't know too well about, but they're going to go down to the hands of Day. Very, very difficult person to try and beat in these box fights. Day actually quite happy to see that armored wall be thrown up. He gets to get all the extra material and loot right there. Elite still going solo. Vert's around the corner here. I don't see Blake, so I think Vert's also solo. One of the best solo players in NA at the moment. See what Elite can do, or is Glace still running around this lobby as well? Clicks and Dukes running up the low ground. 5 elims for them. 4 of them on Clicks. Make it 2. Oh, sorry. Wait, what? What did I just read? Sorry, 0 kills on Clicks, 2 on Dukes. I think I read his material. Sorry. Takes down Rituals. There it is. First elim so far now of qualifier 3. Clicks and Dukes making their way through here. Not sure how they're going to look here with that material, though. Are we going to see a Day versus Clicks? Day coming around. Oh, Day takes down Vert. Day doing really well right now. I think he's been solo almost this entire time from what I've seen. We could see a Day versus Clicks here. Gold shotgun, gold SMG is very, very scary in the hands of Day. Clicks and Dukes are a duo, though. Day's pretty scary with a gold shotgun, but 2v1 against Clicks and Dukes is pretty rough. Meanwhile, aka Siki Sounds He's making a bit of fun of Seek here for his new name change, and unfortunately the high ground take not quite there. D-Roller and Knifer though, 5 elims. We have a 2v2v1, Clicks and Dukes on the low ground, Day next to him. And then we have Knifer and D-Roll on the high ground. Dukes looks for Day, can't find him. Right now, Clicks and Dukes really need Day to give top high ground a hard time, but he's not. Day's staying on this low ground, so Clicks is now going to get sandwiched between both remaining teams. Looks like Dukes finds Day, and we've got a 2v2 in our hand. D-Roller going to jump down, try and find this angle. Dukes is very weak. Looks like Day took a hit with him. D-Roller 4 builds left, has the med miss. Clicks and Dukes have to make a really aggressive play, but a phenomenal first game here for Clicks and Dukes. Clicks down below, trying to see what he can do. Knifer and D-Roller up above. Can they get their 6th and 7th elim? The double shot. You guys in chat questioned when Knifer ran the 2-shot, but Knifer with a 2-shot managed to just take down Clicks and Dukes pretty much by himself. So the damage coming out, but still a really, really good game. After game 1 of qualifier 3, round 4 in NA East, we have D-Roller and Knifer in first, Cease and Day in second, Clicks and Dukes in third, Glace and Elite in fourth, Aviv and Donnie in fifth. Top 5 goes straight through to Grands. And then we have Fazo, Seek, Teo, Rituals, and Blake for your top 10 right now. Muzz and Playify still in this one. Kaz and Hoofishy as well. Could still pull something off. Clickstub gets 5 gifted. Ooh, okay. I see Trashy and Rise in here as well. First rotating going towards this northwest section. Hoofishy and Kaz getting a really good zone here. 70 above, but it looks like Endinio and Dalton on the high ground are in the best spot to take this one. Nice shots coming out here. Don't know too much about this team, I'm not going to lie. I'm very unaware of this team. Day goes down. Oh, that's okay, so the kill feed's glitched at the moment. It's showing kills from early on spawn, so ignore it just for a little bit. Some of it might be right, but a lot of it will be wrong. I see Paper in this one as well. Hoofishy and Kaz still trying to hold on to this front side. 20 below though. Surge their biggest issue right now. Had an unconned drill hill. Remembered it. Look at me go. Clicks and Dukes making their way through. Nice shot from Clicks. That takedown Pamstu. Was that a knock? I thought that was a knock for a second. It was. So Clicks can get the siphon onto Pamstu. There he is. Pamstu goes down. So Fatch now solo. We have Jelly just ahead. Clicks trying to find the angle and gets a tag, but just doesn't finish him. Clicks and Dukes making a pretty scuffed rotate through the middle, but never mind. Turns out to be a very mat efficient rotate. No one edits the floors, and Clicks and Dukes get to go through for free. Hoofishy and Kaz now just find themselves above Surge. OG now trying to clutch up for Oliver. I mean, sorry, OG's trying to clutch up for Jeff. Trying to make sure he doesn't sell Oliver. Billy's down to Neverfy. Looks like Playify and Muzz are on this second high. Maybe looking to make a play on Andinio. Clicks and Dukes on front side. 91 builds for Clicks. I don't know. I might be getting 5 gifted. We'll see. Aviv and Donnie on 5 elims. A lot of those coming out of Bugle in the early game. Peterbot goes down to Spade. Red's in a really rough spot right now. You don't want to be fighting Donnie and Aviv that close. Oh, Chris down to a single build. I don't know how many Neverfire has, but hopefully has a lot more. And no, the wood. Unfortunately, wood walls in Chapter 3, Season 3 are basically just a slight inconvenience to opponents. Not really much in the way of protection. Trashy goes down. Sphinx goes down. Crisp is down. Clicks and Dukes still in a great mid-ground layer here. 9 uses on the grapple glove for Clicks. Clicks wants to take ulti low, I can tell. I already know what the comms is like. Follow. He's not taking it yet, though, but it's going to happen. The zone's pulling down a flat incline. Not really anywhere for it to pull up or back, but I think Clicks knows that it's not worth forcing right now. Muzz and Playify in the mid-ground here. 7th place overall. Purple shotgun in the hands of Muzz. Oh no, and Clicks gets dropped down here by Hoofishy and Kaz. Duke's now got to do his best to solo clutch. Still top 10. Still a good performance, but unfortunately Clicks get dropped down there. Dukes is looking healthy though. Dukes has got 4 splashes and the grapple glove. The issue is only 13 builds, but we know that either way, as long as Dukes does anything but win this game, Clicks fans will say that he threw. Playify takes down OG. Rise. 0 builds now, stuck on the backside of this one, trying to make his way through. Oh, Rise goes down, unfortunately. 7 teams, 6 teams, 9 players. Duke's doing fantastic right now. Only has 2 builds left to his name. Kaz and Hoofishy take the high ground in all of this. Don't know how Kaz and Hoofishy found themselves on the high ground, but really good position for them. Dukes is just farming placement right now. Aviv and Playerfire and Muzz are all clashing. The more people to go down, the more placement. It looks like Muzz and Playerfire are going to win that one against Donnie and Aviv. Dukes has to avoid them. I think that's Dukes around the corner. No, it's not. It's Fusiak. Dukes has now made top 4. We have 2 solos and 2 duos in this one. Dukes is one of those solos. Can he get the kill? No, he goes down. Unfortunately, just misses the pump shot, but still really good points. Meanwhile, Muzz and Playerfire on the low ground. 2v2 against Kaz and Hoofishy on the high ground. Hoofishy's got 3 splashes and the SMG. He finds that 95 tag. Playerfire goes down. It's up to Muzz now, the 2v1. Make it a 1v1. Muzz versus Hoofishy. Very good friends as far as I'm aware, and Muzz is going for the mechs right now. Can he find his way in? Kaz goes down. Hoofishy retakes the high ground though. Hoofishy, very, very slept on solo player in NA, especially within Chapter 2. Muzz drops all the way to low ground. You're about to watch 2 very good solo players battle it out here for the 1v1 at the very end. Oh wait, Muzz down below could have the advantage right now. Hoofishy is trying to pop that med mist to try to delay this, but Muzz has a few more builds. Hoofishy needs to make a play, but Muzz gets exposed. He has no builds. He has to run in the open. He's staying beneath the tree. Can Hoofishy hold on? The med mist, 30 health, 20 health, 10 HP. Muzz just dodged him, and Muzz is going to close out game 2 with a dub. I don't know how many elims they had, but Muzz just closes it out. Nerves of steel. That was a tough finish. That's a hard one. You want to take the peak. A 9-kill win. Fucking hell, Muzz in chat. Apparently it was a 9-kill win. Very, very good effort. All right, Dukes and Clicks in first on 78 points. 2 matches, a second and a 4th so far. Dukes with a big clutch. 78 points in 2 games, looking great. Aviv and Donnie now with a 8 elim 6th and a 3 elim 5th, looking great. Muzz and Playerfire now with that 9 elim win. Meanwhile, Kaz and Hoofishy, the 4 elim 2nd, the 4 elim 13. And then we have Dalton and Dinio in 5th place. That's your top 5 right now for straight through to grands. Then we have Neverfire, Threads, D-Roller, Cease, and Trashy. We got Kaz and Hoofishy here. Southeast zone pull completely into the middle of the water. This is going to be a rough one. I love how you guys now know the drill. Mashed! Just say... Everybody knows the drill. Potato salad? Who the fuck says salad, Mitcho? That is an NPC response. We'll get to that later. Scoped and visuals on the high ground now, though. 25 builds. 3 elims. We have Medmist, and we got some shields in the back pocket as well. Meanwhile, Nets and Seek in a really rough spot, unfortunately. Oh my, lobby focus. Nets is just getting sprayed through all the builds he has. Muzz still holding on as a solo. Currently in 2nd place, and with Clicks and Dukes down. Muzz and Playerfire have a chance to clutch up big points right now, but complete water zone, no grapple glove, 1 mini, 0 builds, and below Storm Surge is not the place you want to be for Muzz, but he might be able to do something here. Muzz gonna have to go crazy. I think he's gonna have to wait and hope the 6 people die, and no, they find him. Muzz goes down to Chubbs. Meanwhile, Hoofishy and Kaz in 4th. Played really well last game in the 2nd place, still making their way through, but Scoped and Vision at high ground are looking great. And Aviv and Donnie in 1st place. You saw them there in the mid-ground layer. See how many points they can put between them, Clicks and Dukes. Trashy and Rise going for the high ground. So we got Trashy versus Scoped right now. Trashy making his way up. Visuals looks like, I think Visuals lose it. No, Visuals holds it. Trashy and Rise getting a fight they didn't really expect, I guess. And Visuals only 7 builds. I mean, very risky, but Scoped goes down. They hold the high ground, but they have to instantaneously give it up straight afterwards anyway. So Visuals and Scoped, unfortunately, not looking too good after Trashy and Rise pull off a really nice high ground take. When I see Billy on the backside going down. Looks like Aviv is now on the ulti low on the front side. Zone's going to see if it just goes backwards and forwards. Aviv takes down Jackson, so Aviv is getting elims on top of the placement right now. Donnie and Aviv looking great. 3 elims, 95 points. Looking very, very good right now. Remember, Donnie and Aviv did win the FaZe Cup earlier this season. Pretty big tournament with a lot of pro teams. So they've proven they can do it. So a very slept on team right now. Chubbs gets caught in the sky with that grapple glove play by High Ground. Trashy and Rise in top 5 right now. 5 elims on the board for them. Donnie gets in on 8 HP. Aviv has gone down. What can Donnie do to hold on? He finds a nice little layer here. Visuals. Wait, Visuals is still going. Wait, no. Wait. Yeah, Visuals is still going. Donnie needs to break this wall, though. 8 HP, can't take a single tick. He needs to find some wood or an opening. There it is. That's going to give him a little bit more time. Donnie, pretty ballsy play right there to keep going through the metal. Donnie's trying to be careful right now. Holds that right-hand peak. Don't know if he gets anything out of it, though. Kaz and Hufishy are still on that low ground, picking up their points and pushing their way into top 5. Donnie and Aviv, our first team to hit triple digits today. 100 points to their name. Nico got 3 elims now on this low ground. Donnie's got to be so careful. Even if he was 11 HP, he'd be in such a better spot than 8. Just that one tick to zone. You got to be so careful. And no, he misses the shot onto Elite. Donnie could have easily got that elim. That Siphon would have given him the time to get all that material and loot, though. But right now, Donnie is still playing really well, picking up these solo impact points. And no, Teo on what has to be at max 5 HP takes down our first place team. Peterbot and Byler, our FNCS winners from last season. Bit of a rocky road so far this season of finding their way back into this one. Elite and Glace go down in 5th. Spade and Chimp now on the low ground, or specifically just Spade. Wait, Jeff and OG still in this? Wait, OG can win this. Wait, I get 100 gifted if OG wins. Peterbot on the high ground. OG, please don't. Fuck! Rise and Trashy here on the high ground still. I think second height now. The spray bag coming out. My 100 gifted rests in the hands of Jeff, and I don't feel too good about that. Peterbot's on the high ground at the back there. Jeff on the low ground, though. Jeffbot takes down Spade. Hold up. Jeff! You sold, Jeff. You fucking sold. Peterbot goes down. Jeff goes down. And it looks like we did have Trashy and Rise close it out. Aviv, Trashy, Muzz, Kaz, Dukes. And then Jeff in 6th. Nice! Top 6. That's what Jeff and OG need. The 5th place gets them straight through to Grands. 6th place will at least get them into Heat 3 most likely. So they pretty much need to hold on to their top 6 right now. Zypher up on the high ground with Shaw. Who else have we got here? We got Gleason Elite in 5th down there as well in a good spot. Here we go. Blake and Vert in a good spot to potentially close this one out. The high ground. We've seen high ground get a lot more heavily contested today on NA than EU. EU high ground was like some of the most free I've ever seen. We've got another team ramping up right now. It's Shaw and Zypher making a play for this. And I think Vert and Blake are going to have to give this up. I don't think Blake and Vert are going to be able to hold this. Oh, they're trying to, though. Never mind. They are trying to. There's Rise. Rise still going in 1st place. Go, Rise. Survive. For the kids and my 5 gifted. The solo clutch from Rise. Meanwhile, Gleason Elite farming their way through. 48 builds. Unfortunately, a lot of this is wood as well. Elite is down, so Glace going solo. Might have to follow Bobby's tarp there. He's just trying to hold and wait for someone to walk through this house, trying to get that refresh. It is Blake and Vert holding onto the high ground in the end in 14th place. Muzz and Playify here in 4th. 115 above. That'll probably, for the most part, hold. Might have to get 1 or 2 more tags, but not a lot. Meanwhile, Chimp and Spade definitely above Surge here. Chimp doing the best he can to get those solo impact points. Day gets an elim in the feed. Rise goes down to Oliver OG. Unfortunate for me and the children. Meanwhile, Trashy now solo. I forgot that he was still alive this whole time because honestly, him and Rise have been so split. I forgot they were both still alive. I thought Rise was solo clutching. Trashy is still in this. Shaw taking some big shots here from Chimp. Chimp needs to try to get that finish on the Shaw. He's got good material. He's got good material and he's got the grapple glove. Meanwhile, Playify takes down Day. I think we just saw 2 controller demons colliding. Clicks and Dukes look like they're doing fantastic on that ulti low, though. Clicks and Dukes might be qualifying today. Trashy keeps going to front side, doing very well as a solo to hold on to 1st place. 113 points, looking really good with only 2 games to go. Blake and Vert trying to have a big jump up in leaderboard for themselves. Muzz and Playify 106 in 2nd. Muzz now got a solo clutch. He's in a really sketchy layer right now, though. This looks a little bit better, but he's got to make sure he doesn't get found and edited down. Dukes and Clicks, though. 2 elims on the low ground. Dukes being heavily pressured, but that Siphon comes in time. It was him who took down Playify. And Clicks has a nice little tarp going. Meanwhile, our FNCS champions, Peterbot and Byler, up on the high ground. Potentially going to take their first win of the day here. 75 points. They need a big performance here to close this one out, to try to make sure they get at least into semifinals. But Peterbot and Byler means more than just top 5. They need those series points because obviously not playing together qualifier 2 means they're relying on only 2 weeks of consistency points. Chimp still 17 builds in the back pocket. Blake and Vert have to get off the high ground. Blake now solo. Obviously, Peterbot and Byler bullied them off that one. I didn't know whether Blake and Vert went down in the process, but Blake has survived. Meanwhile, Trashy's still going. The amount of solo impact points he's picking up would be crazy right now. See if we have to get a stat on that one next game would be awesome. Clicks and Dukes running the low grounds. Remember, high ground wins games, but low ground wins tournaments. It's been a saying in Fortnite for the longest time, and Clicks and Dukes might be proving it here. Chimp still running around. Doing really good to hold on to this one. Shot comes out, just doesn't connect hard enough. Chimp, right-hand peek, but I think that's Neverfire who misses the shot. Chimp's just trying to do whatever he can to survive. Riley finds him, and Dukes and Clicks are still on this low ground. 7 teams, 13 players, so almost all duos still left in this lobby. Nico making his way forward, and Observer opening the map. The fourth wall. Immersion is ruined. Fatch and Pam's through the Frenchies in the low ground here. Might be colliding with Clicks and Dukes pretty soon, depending on how they play this. There it is. Clicks and Dukes are in that box. Oh, and Dukes opens up the air and puts a big shot onto Pam's and Fatch goes down. Man, Clicks and Dukes are looking lethal on the low ground. Where's OG alive? Oh my god, OG and Jeff. I don't know if the 100 gift still applies, but do it. Casca and Nico are still in this one as well. Clicks and Dukes down here. OG. Fuck! I am so cursed. Clicks and Dukes. 5 eliminations for them. 104 builds for Dukes. They're now in a 2v2 with Casca. Casca and Nico go down. We got 3 teams. No, 2 teams, 2 players. It's Byler and Peterbot versus Clicks and Dukes. Clicks and Dukes doing exceptional here. They might be closing this out with only 2 games to go. Clicks and Dukes are in a great spot on the leaderboard. 98 builds for Dukes too. They have what they need to close this out. Can they beat Peterbot and Byler, the FNCS champions? It's been a rocky road so far this season for Peterbot and Byler, but see if they can close this out. Byler's only got the auto shotgun. Meanwhile, Clicks and Dukes, I'm pretty sure I have double striker combo down below. Peterbot setting up for the heal off. He takes a tick. We might be seeing a medkit med-mist heal off. You don't see the medkit heal offs come out very often these days with the change to rotating zones. With how slow they move now, the medkit heal off is almost never happening. Clicks and Dukes are setting themselves up for heal off as well, but I don't know what meds Clicks and Dukes have. I can't remember. Byler's going to be the one who goes down and trying to disrupt that heal off on low ground. Unless Dukes has the meds. Clicks is going up. Byler's there. Clicks versus Byler. What can he do? Oh my god. Clicks is going to body him. It's exactly what he can do. Clicks takes down Byler, but it looks like Peterbot has got that med mist to play for heal off. Unfortunately, he might get the siphon onto Clicks. What does Dukes have? I didn't see what Dukes had for the heal off. It's Dukes versus Peterbot. Peterbot on the high ground. Dukes is moving around, which means he does have meds. He does. It's med mist versus med mist. Dukes has a better med mist, but does he let Peterbot finish him? Dukes has the health. No, he doesn't. Peterbot has the health advantage, and Dukes just can't close it out. But Peterbot and Byler with the 10 elim win. Is that right as I took them off the prediction? It is, isn't it? It fucking is. God damn. It's fine. It's fine. All right. None of the above for the prediction. All right. Still a huge game 4, though. 2 games to go. Clicks and Dukes with an awesome performance, though. How many points are they on? 132. If they have one more good game, they are qualified. Qualifier 1 and 2 was around 150 points. So 132 with 2 games to spare is really, really good sign. Meanwhile, Trashy and Rise in second, Muzz and Playified. Jeff and OG, they're doing it. And then Aviv and Donnie top 5. Then we have Kaz, Peterbot, Nico, Spade, and Glace just outside top 5. Remember, top 5 goes straight through to Grands, but there are teams like Jeff and OG, because of their lack of series points, who even if they don't get top 5, they're pretty much out of the entire FNCS. They need this. Whereas a lot of teams have been doing well, like Teo Pump, Blake and Vert, they're already in semifinals. So we'll have to see how this one goes. Clicks and Dukes tapping a little bit ahead of Playify. We just saw him. No, I'm not fanboying Clicks. They're in first. I just want to see what their loadout is because they're in first. Especially like with qual around 150. If they place like top 5 this game, I think they're auto-qualled. Like I think that's it. They're just through basically. Shut up, chat. I'm not a fanboy. Peterbot and Byler though, the FNCS champs on high ground, making a big comeback here in the second half of qualifier 3. With that big elim win, and now them on high ground again. Peterbot and Byler might be going straight through to grand finals after all the drama. Who Fishy and Kaz right on the edge of 5th. 6th place now for Who Fishy. Trying to do what he can as a solo. We got the med mist in the back pocket. 60 health. And then the... Oh, Rise and Trashy. Rise still going here as well for the kids. Here's Glace as well in 10th place. Elite's going down. Glace has got really good meds to hold on as well, especially the material. Could make a lot happen here. 55 builds. 1 elimination. Playify again, still going solos. Focusing Glaze. Arex Fishy goes down. Jelly goes down. Playify is using the grapple gloves really well. Shock comes out. I'm not sure who that was onto, but oh, the full box almost comes down to Zypher. That would have been so clean, but no. Playify goes down in the end. And there's Clicks and Dukes on that ulti low on front side. Really taking over that ulti low position. Interested to see how that'll go against Center's team in the finals. Rise now still going solo. Who Fishy is up on this mid-ground layer. Oh, Glace is finally found there. So many big name solos. Rise goes down in the feed. So we've lost one of our solos in the top 5. I think Rise is second, wasn't he? So even better for Clicks and Dukes now. D-Roller and Knifer in 13th. Would love to get eyes on first. Oh, Teo and Pump. Teo now solo in 8th. We've got 8 builds, 2 eliminations. Got the med miss in the back pocket and the grapple gloves. There he is. Thank you. 6 builds for Dukes. I don't know how many Clicks has, but I hope Clicks has the majority. I don't think he does because Clicks is following Dukes right now. So we need a refresh. 13 teams, 20 players. First place needing a big refresh. Jackson, meanwhile, has Who Fishy in the box and both the solos go down. Meanwhile, D-Roller and Knife are also farming their way in. 4 builds, 0 eliminations. I see Clicks really far in zone. What the hell happened there? Is that Clicks back here? That's Clicks there. Dukes goes down. I think Clicks is going to follow out in zone. I don't know what I'm looking at right now, but Clicks is still going. No, there he is. He's back. 19 builds. 0 eliminations for Clicks right now. He's still got 11 builds. Good shot comes out. He's got the big pot. 40 health and 100 shield. Knife are going around the corner. One more tick the zone and Knife is going to go down, but Clicks is on 154. Remember, Qualifier 1 and Qualifier 2 were 151 and 152 points, so Clicks has already cleared that. 157. Clicks is bringing it home. I have to think this is enough with 1 game to spare. I think Clicks and Dukes have done it. Peterbot and Bylan, meanwhile, on the high ground, trying to secure their qualification here as well, not taking it down to a game 6. You never know when it's top 5, but if you get around that 150, 160 point, you are looking really, really good. Clicks goes down on 159. Fantastic performance so far from them. 1 more game, and I still think they've auto-qual, but Zeus and Costa down here on the low ground, 99 points in that triple-digit range. Meanwhile, Aviv and Donnie in 3rd, also still in this, so quite a few teams in the top 5 doing well. Maybe Clicks' points won't hold on 159. Costa's going to fall. Zeus is going to fall. We got a good old 2v2. We could have Peterbot and Byler winning yet again another game, pushing themselves up into 2nd place, 2nd versus 4th. A very, very big engagement for both these teams. 143 points for the FNCS champs. Splash is being popped. Donnie and Aviv, sorry. I don't know how many builds Aviv has. I'm going to guess not a lot from what I'm seeing. Nah, we got 0 builds. This should be Peterbot and Byler closing this out unless Aviv hits his shots, but Peterbot and Byler 2v1 right now. And no, Donnie from the high ground. The Zone Wars got himself. Finding a way up, mantling and dropping down. Now it's Peterbot versus Donnie. 2 of the more mechanically gifted players in NA East, but Peterbot runs his way through and Donnie is left on the back foot. And we have, I think, a 9 elim win for Peterbot and Byler again. Good God. We have Dukes and Clicks in 1st on 159, 1 game to go. Then we have Peterbot and Byler in 2nd on 150, Aviv and Donnie 142, Trashy and Rise 141, and then Muzz and Playify 126. And then we have Nico, Kaz, Teo, Jeff, and Glace with 1 game to go. It's 25 teams and 48 players now, so we've lost almost no one since the last surge. So 17 players are going to have to go down here. Remember, Kaz has made every single NA East Grand Final except for 1. It looks like Stretch didn't play this FNCS, so Kanata is now the only remaining player in NA East to have made every single Grand Finals. But Kaz holding on to his mantle of being, I think, the 2nd most, to be fair to say, tied with a few others. Muzz and Playify trying to make their way through. 48 builds for Muzz. Him and Playify find their way back together. They're 146 below, though. Pretty far from zones. This is going to be very, very rough for Muzz and Playify. Grapple glove in hand. They're going to have to make some kind of a play to get some damage, though. Kask and Nico also 218 below. We saw them burn through all their meds on first surge threshold, and now the 2nd one's costing them. D-Roller and Knife are on the high ground. That's good for teams up in top 5 because D-Roller and Knife are in 14th. I don't even think with a win they'd be able to come back. So It's not a team that's also pushing for top 5 that's got that high ground position. Meanwhile, Muzz and Playfire found themselves in the mid ground. Jeff and OG are going for the high ground. We have Jeff and OG. OG's going up. I don't know if Jeff's been told, though. Jeff doesn't seem to be moving. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I'm seeing OG crank up the high ground. I'm not seeing Jeff move at all. But Muzz and Playfire here in the mid ground. 171 below, taking shots in at Jeff and OG. Both these teams need this so badly right now. Elite, 119 points for him and Glace, but I think as a solo, you have to imagine that Elite and Glace will be leaving it for semis. Teo and Pump in 7th place, also going down. All of this looks fantastic for Clix and Clix fans, because all these teams around that top 5 are struggling right now, and they're losing their points and they're going down, making it impossible for them to overtake Clix. I think this pretty much confirms that he'll be going through, but Muzz and Playfire in that top 5 are definitely not safe. 2 players have to go down, but Surge is costing Muzz and Playfire everything right now. There it is. Surge is gone. Muzz and Playfire. Playfire has what looks to be about 20 health total. Muzz has about 120, no meds, and they got to make something happen. My damn COVID voice. Muzz and Playfire here. 16 teams, 27 players. Day gets an elim in the feed. Elite is going to go down here in the feed. Cease is going to go down. Muzz and Playfire holding on for dear life. The 100 tag, and no. Muzz and Playfire go down unless the elim point glitch is the difference. I think Muzz and Playfire are just going to miss out on top 5. I think OG and Jeff also. I think their FNCS might be done and dusted. We'll have to wait for the leaderboard to confirm, but it's not looking good. Meanwhile, Casca and Nico in 5th. Teo in 8th, trying to climb that leaderboard. We have 13 teams, 20 players, so we have quite a lot of duos in here. I see Rise in 3rd, still in this one as well. With Trashy, both of them still in this. That's very good for Rise and Trashy fans. K-Burbs goes down to Alejandro. Nico's got no shotgun, no meds. Chimp is still going here in 10th, but he keeps falling down the leaderboard. 5 elims though, and those won't have counted just yet, so Chimp might be doing enough right now, but no, Teo, his ex-teammate, ready to pounce. Teo with the edit, does he hit the shot? He does, no! Teo putting down his ex-duo mate, and Chimp is going to fall, and I have to think that is going to do it for Teo and Chimp. We'll have to wait to see whether the elims count, and once they count up, whether it changes the top 5. But right now, Nico and Casca in that 5th place, 149, doing what they can to hold on. DGen's in 31st, and I believe Trashy and Rise have overtaken and jumped up into 1st place with these extra placements. 2 elims on the board. Nico and Casca only have those 2 elims as well, so they're about 155, which I think should qualify them. We'll have to wait and see. 5 teams, 10 players, all duos, not a single solo until I say that. Rise goes down, and now Trashy in 1st is a solo, but it doesn't matter. 167, I think actually more than that with the elims. Trashy should 100% be safe, and looking like he might take out our top spot on the leaderboard. Casca going down as the water on the low ground. He's got nothing left to his name. Going to try and find some mats or find anything. 6 minis, but trying to pop them in the water is going to be very difficult. If anyone drops down, Casca is going to have to hit his shots. It's all he's got left to do. 4 teams, 7 players. This elim could be the difference for Casca if he finds it. Jelly's just above him. We have Paper and Lawrence. None of these teams are anywhere near top 5 except for Casca. All eyes on Casca to see if he can clutch this up. But no, they drop down. He misses the shot. They're going to have to hope that it was enough, because now we have 3 teams, 5 players, 2v2v1. Lawrence on the high ground, and unfortunately misses the pump shot. Alejandro and P-God, who just clutched up the qual in their last game in round 3, doing what they can to close out game 6 of NA East Qualifier 3, round 4. 9 elims. Holy shit. Spexy putting on an absolute show right now. And Clixie and Jelly down below. Let's see if they can pick up double digits. Can we see the ex-console god end on double-digit elims just by himself? Jelly down below. A stiff breeze will knock him over, and we are going to potentially see Alejandro close this out. No! No, it is to reload! No! You threw! Alejandro, you tossed! No! It's fine. I don't think it matters, but oh, good God, he just tossed. Oh, no. Oh, no. The SMG wasn't reloaded. He went for the wrong shot. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Now, I can't watch the replay chat. I'm already late for where I have to go. Let's check the leaderboard and let's call it. We have, at the end of NA East, we have Trashy and Rise, Peterbot and Byler, Dukes and Clix, Aviv and Donny, and Nico and Casca going straight through to grand finals. Unfortunately, Muzz and Playify just missed out. Kaz and Hoofishy, Teo Pump, Spade Chimp, and Glace and Elite just missing out on that one. That is unfortunately a no to Clix winning the qualifier, but hey, he qualied. That's all that matters. All right, does that mean OG and Jeff, though? Oh, OG and Jeff, they're 2 places off. No. I think their FNCS is over. Big feels bad, man. Big feels bad.